This is Irontrader, and this is Midday Trading. So as usual, take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, and natural gas. And then we're going to look at some bank. Now, I'm not talking about girls' butts here. We're talking about Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan. Okay, this video is for information purposes only. Not a recommendation to buy, selling stocks, buy the ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan. I can see the beautiful run it had all the way from 381.42. I'm long to stock, been long to stock. Also traded all the way to 672. Very, very nice. Same here, JP Morgan, 179 all the way to 280. Now you can see this big pullback here because now they're looking at a possible recessions kind of a situation. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. Now, if we filled this gap here, okay? So when you look at the bottom of this candle, we're looking at 523.13. This is what we're looking to fill, okay? That 527. So there was your gap actually right here, and then there was your fill, okay? Because we actually went into the gap. Okay, so that is all filled up nicely. So again, if we go lower here, so far we have that inside day. So we're trading against yesterday's low at that 523.13 level, okay? So if that's lost here, we're going to bring this price channel right across here, okay? And we'll be looking right there at that 510.51 level, okay? And then we can also bring this channel across here. We're looking all the way down here at 487.95, and you can come all the way down to the bottom there at that 457.48. Now, upside, this 200-day is everything. We got to get and close back above that 573. Then we can go to yesterday's high. You had 546.47. We come to the bottom of this area right here. You're looking at 564.62, and then we have that 8-day at 574.12. Right now, this is just a waterfall here. So if this does get a relief rally, watch that 8-day because look, you see how strong it is. Okay, it runs right into it. Okay, but again, this 200-day is key. If not, this could fall much harder. Now we're getting to oversold conditions here, and you can see even like on your MACD here. So a relief rally is not that far off. But this is the way you use the price channels. All you got to do is just bring these here right across. Okay, very, very nicely. And now we know what all your downside targets are. So you look at the bottom of the price channel and the tops of the price channels, and that gives you your big area there for your support levels there. Upside, just watch that 200-day. That's going to be very, very key. You get above that, watch that 574. That's the big target. Now, JP Morgan, pretty much same chart, okay? Had a real nice rally up here all the way down. Now, this is actually holding the 200-day, so that 227.35 is going to be very, very critical, okay? Now, again, if that is lost here, then what we do is we just come over here, okay? So we're looking at right there on top of this is 221.96, okay? See, we had this gap, and right there's the fill. So we take this candle over here because that's already into the gap, and then we come right to the top of this candle at 221.96. That is going to be your next support level here if we lose that 200 SMA. Then we can look at the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 219.17, and then we just follow the price channels, everything right on down here very, very nicely, okay? But always watch these gaps in this fill because that's usually a nice, good support levels here, okay? So again, if that 200-day is lost, then we'll look right to the top of that candle right there at that 221.96 level. That's going to be your next target. Then we can just follow the candles all the way down, bring the price channels until we possibly could even hit down to $200 area. But let's just see how this all shakes out. Now we get into that oversold condition. That doesn't mean it can't stay there for a while, just like it did with the overbought condition. Okay, show that massive strength. Well, it can show massive weakness here on the bottom too. So always remember that. Now here on the upside, well, we left this gap here now on the upside here now. Okay, so your gap is 237.51, okay, and then you look at the bottom of that candle, 239.42 is your gap and your fill. Those are your upside targets. If you get above that, then we're looking for that 247.20, which is basically your 100-day and your 8-day. Now, again, even if this rallies up here, watch that 8-day because that's very, very strong. You can see here all the way through, just like exactly like we had on Goldman Sachs, that's going to be very, very strong resistance until we close back above the 8-day. But these are two really good trades here. Again, a relief rally, I think, is coming here. We just got to see when. Now, the key is the markets were rallying up here very, very nicely. And then T-Man comes out and he added, I think he put on 75% tariffs on aluminum and steel coming out of Canada. See, the market just sank right off it. Okay, as soon as it see that, now it looks like it's coming back here a little bit. So just remember, this is not a buy and hold market. This is a trader's market. Okay, and what you do is you sell them rips. Okay, so I bought yesterday and I sold into the highs. Like TQQ, I bought at 58.20 and I sold at 61 today. Okay, So you sell into the rips. That's what kind of market we have right now, okay? So you just, anytime you can get some kind of a relief, you buy it on the cheap, okay? And then you sell it, go into the rips. That's the market we have. It's not a buy and hold situation. Okay, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Okay, here we have Bitcoin holding nicely here on the 200-day. Now, not really a whole lot has changed here. Okay, so long as we're holding that 77.05, we're doing very, very good. Okay, now you can see here on the upside, we'll take the upside here first. Okay, so we're looking here at that today's high, you're looking at 82,495. And then we're going to look at yesterday's high, that 84,200. There's your gap, and then look to the bottom of that candle. That's at 84,790. Okay, your gap, your fill, and then we run right into that 8-day at 85,820. Now, been a really good scalp here on the IBIT. So yesterday, when this candle came down, held that 200-day, okay, I dumped out of the BITI and I took a long. Now, even though we went a little bit lower there today, that long is still working out very, very nice here on the IBIT. So when you look at these, the price channels, okay, so you have your 8-day, 21-day, your 50-day, your 100-day, and 200. Those are your key support levels, okay? And especially the higher they get, especially like the 200-day, that's usually a very, very strong support. It usually will break through, but it always try to close above it on the first try, okay? Now, I'm not saying it can't break through that and go lower, but usually on the first try, it usually holds. So always remember that. Now, the candlesticks, what you want to do is use the high, the low, the opening, and the close. And those are your support and resistance levels, but those are your minor levels compared to your simple moving averages. So always remember that, okay? So this here was a really good trade. Came on down, took off that short from up here because it never got above that 21-day. And that was a really good short. And then that short is done for now, and then we have to, we took the long position. So again, what I'm watching is this gap and this fill, and possibly that 85,824 level here. Now, if this does hold that 200-day, you guys might have a good double bottom situation here, and we can take this bad boy higher. Now, if you look here on your RSI here, we have a very, very small but positive divergence. See how we had that blue that got below that 30 mark? And then we have just above it. So then we had this low here, then we have an even lower low, but we have a higher low. So we have a small positive divergence. Let's see if it shakes on out here. Now, your MACD, well, we're still riding the bottom here. But again, that's really, not that like abnormal kind of a situation. Let's just see how this can shake out. But if it gets to this 8-day, you want to take some off the trade unless you have some kind of a catalyst that pushes it all the way through. But most of the time, that 8-day will stop that candle. Even though if it pops up a little bit, it's going to want to close back down. Okay, so now on the downside here, this is going to be everything is at 77.05 level. Okay, so always watch that. And then your next level support is going to be right here. It's going to be that 74,485, and then when come right here, you got 69,635. And then we come right over top of that candle, 67,135. Okay, so these are your levels. Everything you know about support, if you lose that 200 simple moving average, is sitting right here. Okay, so right now, today we're trading that 200-day on the downside, and we're looking for that 8-day on the upside. Okay, take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have the crude oil. All right, let's see what we got going here. Okay. Now, it was actually a pretty decent scalp there on the UCO today. I still have my short position on, okay? Still have my short position on, and I'm just trading here this price channel, which is 65.22 on the bottom, against that 8-day 67.36, okay? So this is all I'm trading here, okay? So when it comes down to this area, if it holds it like it did, then I scalp that UCO and take it all the way up here to that 8 SMA. Now, UCO, if you trade through Thinkorswim, UCO, remember that can trade 24 hours a day. Okay, so that works out really nice. You don't have to worry just about till 8 o'clock. You can get up in the middle of the night and you can buy this. So I just put my levels in of that where I want to buy, and then it'll click right in for you. And then you can I always click my level in where it's going to sell. Right now, I'm out of the long position. I have no position, just a short position going, unless we start closing back above that 67.36. We get above that. Then we can look at top here, 67.60, and we'll look at top of here. You're looking at 68.22 level, and we come up top of there. Okay, you're looking at 68.56. We look to the bottom of this candle, 69.14, and then we're looking for that 69.70. That is your 21 SMA. Now, if it gets above that, obviously we have the 100-day, 50-day, and 200-day, but let's just see if we can get above this 8-day. Your next target is the 21-day. Okay, downside here. This is what you're watching. is right here is 66.12, the bottom of that candle. Then yesterday's low, 65.80. Then the bottom of this candle here at 65.59. And then obviously your retest there at 65.22 level. Now, if that 65.22 level there is lost here, this is where we're going to be going. Okay, first of all, we're going to hit this mark right here. Okay, 64.36. And then we're going to hit this mark right here at 63.64. Okay, that's only if we lose that key 65.22 level. All right, so trade this range till she breaks up or she breaks down. Okay, natty gas. Okay, here we have natural gas, your daily and your weekly chart. Okay, so first of all I want to do is show you here on the weekly. Okay, so we put this topping tail in here, hit $4.90. Okay, so all we have to do is just look. We were looking for it at the bottom of this candle, 475, and then we just come to the top bottom of this candle, like I've been showing you, is 490. Where to go? 490. Okay, so your next resistance level here is going to be right here. You take this, see where this head is 532. See how many times we've hit it coming all the way across here, and then basically this head a little bit higher at 536. This is what you're looking for here, is that 530 level. That's going to be next if you can break above that 490. Okay, so I just want to show you the weekly. Everything you know about the resistance levels and your upside targets is going to be sitting right here. Okay, now when you look at this weekly chart, look how long this was basing. See what we had here? We had an inverse head and shoulders pattern. Actually, not inverse, actually a head and shoulders pattern. There's your head, there's your left shoulder, there's your right shoulder. Came right on down, but look how long that we flatlined here. All the way from 23 all the way here till 25. And now she's in the process of a bullish run. Okay, so always remember that any kind of pullback, I think, is a buying opportunity to take it longer. So when we look at this daily chart here, okay, so today we hit this high of 458. We're looking for right there at 455. Now, right now you're sitting at 450 area. So if we can get above that, okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to be looking for the bottom of this candle here first. That's that 475 level. Okay, so you look at that 475, and then we retest at the 490, and then we come up to that 530 level. Okay, so that is your upside here. But we put that huge topping tail reversal candle here, oh sticky. Okay, so we got to see how that's going to shake out. Now, downside, obviously we want to watch today's low. That's at 438, but this is going to be the key level, is this 430.8 SMA here. As long as that price is above that 8-day, it's sideways to up action, okay? Below that 8-day, sideways to down. Now, we lose that 8-day, your big target is going to be that 21-day at 405, and then 3.81, that is your 50-day, okay? But right now, we have sideways action, okay? So we got to see how this all shakes out. But again, on the upside, watch 455, watch 458, 475, and then the retest of 490. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here after your pick close, take a look at Bitcoin, crude oil, natural gas, and then we'll see how this all going to shake out. Now, just remember, this is a trader's market. You sell into these rips because you don't know any day, from minute to minute, what's going to happen with all these tariffs and everything that's going on here. That's what's disrupting this market. The market does not like uncertainty, so they either got to put these freaking tariffs on, put them off, come to agreement, but it's screwing up with the markets big time. Okay, so we have a little bit of relief rally today. That does not mean it's going to hold, or at the end of the week that can sell right on off. So take your profits, put them in the pocket. Trade what's in front of you, not what you want.